Welcome to Side Roads. I'm Carlos, and this is a 2025 Honda CR-V TrailSport Hybrid. The 2025 Honda CR-V TrailSport Hybrid comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine combined with 2 electric motors as part of the hybrid system for a total output of 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. The TrailSport version comes only all-wheel drive, and all CR-Vs compared with the E-CVT. The CR-V TrailSport is an off-road adventure version for the CR-V and Honda's SUV in general. But the TrailSport is also a hybrid, so it competes in 2 segments. Or I did this split between the off-roady versions for the compact SUVs and the hybrid versions of the compact SUV. So in that sense, the CR-V competes on the hybrid segment against cars like the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, the Kia Sportage Hybrid, and the Ford Escape Hybrid. Now, if we switch that to the rugged 4x4 oriented compact SUVs, then we have the Ford Bronco Sport, the Jeep Compass Trailhawk, the Mazda CX-50 Meridian, and the Nissan Rogue in the Rock Creek version. I know, it's a little bit complicated, but the Honda CR-V wants to take the whole market on. Safety features for the 2025 Honda CR-V TrailSport Hybrid are things like driver attention monitor, blind spot information system, collision mitigation braking system, cross traffic monitor, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and road departure mitigation. Fuel efficiency for the CR-V TrailSport is 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers city and 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers highway, which is 38 mpg city and 33 mpg highway. Price for the CR-V TrailSport Hybrid is in Canada around 50,000 Canadian dollars, and in the US is around 38,000 US dollars. This is a unique trim, and that's why we have that specific price. The interior on the 2025 Honda CR-V TrailSport Hybrid. It is really good in here. The materials are all nice and soft, and they look high quality. The support points are also very comfortable. This is a pretty straightforward design too. This is a departure from the previous generation. The lines here are now horizontal, and you have nothing that you don't need here, and you have everything that you need. The layout and the ergonomics are excellent in this cabin. Everything is at your fingertips, easy to reach, easy to use, easy to read, good size. This is a very, very user-friendly cabin. Very good. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and heated in this TrailSport version, and we have one touch up and down for the 2 front windows. We also have a digital gauge cluster, and it's colored and it's very, very clear. And because we are in the hybrid, all the hybrid information from the car and the driving and the charging and all that is shown here. And we have a battery level indicator as well. On the other side, you can get all the messages and you can configure a little. It's pretty crisp, pretty simple, and you have a simpler view too. I like this. It's very smartly done. And then we have a 9 inches infotainment screen, which is the software I find here in the Civic that I just drove. I think the software was newer than this. This is okay. And I find the simpler, the better for most of customers and users. So this is good. Again, you have everything that you need, nothing that you don't. This is a pretty basic unit, but basic could be very good with many, many drivers. Then we have here this honeycomb spire grill or mesh here for the air conditioning, and it's pretty cool to see. And this extra trim here that is in dark gray and have a texture, so it adds a little bit to the cabin, which in this case is all black. So those elements help the cabin to look a little bit different. We have air conditioning controls that are all physical buttons and knobs. easy to use, easy to read, at reach. This is really good. We also have a wireless charging for your phone and extra space here for the COVID. So this is a generous amount of space. Regular shifter. Thank you, Honda, for that. We have dry mode selector, and we have normal. We have sport, normal, econ, and snow here. Pretty cool to have in a hybrid too. Two cup holders and an extra space here. And the center console I find pretty big for the size of the car and the segment, and the glove box is on the smaller side. This trim has fabric seats and they are comfortable, a little bit on the firm side, but comfortable. And there are different textures and different fabrics here, and there is orange contrast stitching the steering wheel and the shifter and the seats to add to this TrailSport trim, which is also here on the name on the headrest. We have a regular sunroof here. This is pretty straightforward. I think this will attract a lot of customers. It is, again, simple but very useful. I like this. I fit behind myself based on my driving position, and there is plenty of space for my legs and my height. This is the start of this cabin to me. It's the space on the back seat. It's huge, bigger than many cars that I have driven for the channel, and bigger cars than this for sure. The seats can be reclined a little. They fall 40, 60, and they are on the comfy side as well. There are air conditioning vents there and USB-C ports. The trunk, by the numbers, is one of the biggest, if not the bigger, on the class. It is wide and it's low the floor, so it makes it big. And if you fold the seat, of course you have all this square space to fit stuff. For some reason, for my eyes, I found it a little bit short. So for daily usage, I think it's competitive with any other car, but by the numbers, this is pretty big. I said it already, great interior. So how is to drive the 2025 Honda CR-V in this trim TrailSport? It is really good. This is Honda newer CR-V, and they have now a hybrid system, which this one includes, and they really know how to do their stuff. I was super surprised with the Honda Civic, and I am really happy with this unit as well. So the suspension is on the firm side, but not uncomfortable. I like this. I think it's still soft enough and comfortable enough. This unit, because it's a TrailSport, comes with all-terrain tires, so they generate a little bit more of noise, but may change a little bit the ride quality here, but I think it's pretty comfortable. So it's not all floaty, it feels pretty stable, but yet comfortable. I like this. The steering, I find it really direct and responsive. It makes the car feel smaller too. There is a quickness here on this steering, and I like this, and it's in the middle. It's not too soft, it's not too heavy, and the highway is perfect. You don't have to be making a lot of corrections, and it's pretty easy to park and move around the city and all that. So the steering is good too. I like this one. I like how I also feel connected to the road. I feel that like I'm grabbing the wheels directly. Lately, steerings are being weird for most cars and brands, so I like here. The seats are comfortable too. They are also a little bit on the firm side, but comfortable. I have taken this car for road trips and highways, and it's fine. I think this is a pretty comfortable place to be overall between the suspension and the seats. The transmission is a E-CVT, and the E is because it's electronically managed or something like that, and that's just because it needs to work both with the wheels that are being powered by the engine and the wheels that are being powered by, or when the electric motors. It's a CVT at the end of the day. Because the car has the assistance from the electric power and the electric motors, it feels electric-y. There is an electric car driving feeling here. So it's pretty smooth and linear, and there are no shifting or anything unless you float it, I think. But it's nice with the assistance of the electric motors, and it feels a little bit more than just the engine and the CVT. I like that. It has been performing well. I find passing in the highway and a high speed, it requires a little bit more, so it takes a little bit longer for the transmission to take all that we need from the engine and the full power combination between the electric motors and the engine. So that's that. But overall, it has been performing pretty well. No issues there. From the stop, it's really satisfying. Passing, you may require to floor it a little bit more. It's more CVT feeling, that electric feeling in those situations, I find. Then visibility on this car is great. It's a little bit square off. It's an SUV and a compact one, but one of the bigger, at least on the inside. But the windshield is massive, and the side windows are pretty tall too. The back window is huge, so I have full visibility through my back mirror, so that is good. The D-pillar is pretty thick there. There's a little window there that will help a little, but for parking you have reverse camera here and blind spot monitoring if you need the extra assurance, so you are good there. It's pretty light, this cabin too. I like it. It's very convenient. The brakes are fine, are very good. I haven't, now I'm thinking, because I'm commenting this for you in the channel, I'm just realizing that the brakes don't feel by any means weird. These are Regents brakes, so it helps to keep the battery for the hybrid system charged. With that and coasting, and the engine helps to charge it too, but they have that double function. And typically this type of brakes, you know, they're a little bit different depending if it's well executed or not that well executed. In this case, I didn't even think about the brakes at all throughout this week, so they are fine. They are not even making me think about them, and that's a good thing on regen brakes. So that is good. And then we have the engine. The engine is a 2-liter 4-cylinder combined with 2 electric motors, and the total output is 204 horsepower. And that's plenty for this car. It's class adequate. It's between, if you combine the hybrid and not hybrid compact SUVs, the power will be around there. That's good. I believe it's 247 pound-feet of torque, so that helps a lot too, and not all combined, by the way, the engine plus the assistance from the electric motors. So it's all good here. I think it's adequate. I think because this is a bigger car and a heavier car comparing to the Civic, the driving sensation I'm finding it here different than in the Civic. Maybe I came to this car thinking about the Civic so much, so I'm a little bit less impressed than the Civic, but the overall performance and behavior of this car is great. So it's still a CR-V. Everybody will feel at home here driving a CR-V, but you have the added advantage of a hybrid and very good hybrid system, and of course the fuel efficiency that you get from that. So it's good. I think it's good. For the most people this will be fine. And something that I made the comments to on the Civic video, and you can watch that video in the channel please, is that the transitions here between the electric or hybrid mode and then back to the gas mode, and the whole car electrification operation is seamless. Really, really good and really nice, and again will make people feel at home by driving a CR-V, especially if they are coming from a previous CR-V. So it's good that Honda added the hybrid system here. I think more and more brands are doing that too, but they did it very, very well. The CR-V is a very beloved car, and I think Honda achieved to bring this new product to the people without making it weird or different or something that people will think that I bought something else. So it is very, very, very good. I like it. In terms of driving dynamics, I find it's pretty tight, this car to drive, and it is behaving properly. It feels planted to the road. It feels quick enough, I would say. I like it. It drives a little bit small. This is not a ultra big car, but because of the steering and somehow the suspension and the whole thing, it feels a little bit dynamic, and I like that. It's my type of preferred driving. So this is good. This is pretty good. Still a CRV. Everybody that gets one will be happy, especially when going to the gas station. So good job, Honda. The 2025 Honda CR-V was a very big, practical, efficient, beloved by the people. Now we have it in TrailSport. It's also hybrid and all that, but now a little bit off-roady or adventure oriented. Do you need more than this? What do you think about the CR-V TrailSport Hybrid of 2025?